everyone, today I'm going to be sharing my story of how I became a fan of Marvel movies, or some of you know, MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe. But first, a little joke. Why did Captain America wait so long to carry Thor's hammer? Because he didn't want to steal his thunder. So even though Marvel released its first movie in 2008 with Iron Man, I wasn't really a fan until recently with the release of Infinity War. So I had a couple friends that have seen the movie, and a lot more people were talking about how they loved Infinity War, and I just didn't know a lot about Marvel movies. I never really got into the characters or heard a lot of the stories, and my one friend kept saying, "How have you not seen this movie yet?" And I'm like, "I don't know, nobody's invited me to go see this movie." And he was like, "Okay, we're gonna get a group of us and we're gonna go see this movie." So we decided to go, and when I got to see the movie, I just really fell in love with all the characters, and they were so intricate, and I just had to find out more about these characters. And the end of the movie left with this very big climax as well, because half the people turned into dust. So then I started going back and I started watching my most favorite character first, which was Doctor Strange. So then I went ahead and watched the Doctor Strange movie, and I absolutely loved that one. And then I saw Guardians of the Galaxy, and after that I knew I was hooked. So after seeing Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, I decided I'm going to start from scratch and watch it in chronological order, which is different if you are a fan than the release order. Some of them are released, such as Iron Man was released first in 2008, which is actually not the first movie you should watch. You should watch Captain America first, followed by actually a newer movie, which is Captain Marvel. So a group of friends, again, I said, I gotta watch all these movies, and they decided, let's do a weekend Marvel movie party. And every weekend we got together, we had drinks and snacks and had all the kids there to play, and we watched all the Marvel movies in chronological order up until we went and saw Captain Marvel. We got tickets all together and we got to see Captain Marvel. We went out to dinner afterwards and made all the predictions of what's going to happen with Endgame, and we rewatched a few movies that we're thinking, gee, this one might be a little bit of a help when it comes to watching Endgame and predicting what's going to be happening. So we rewatched some of those, and then we all bought tickets again for Endgame at the IMAX theater. We got seats together. We went to one of the late night showings, and then the next morning we took all of our kids and watched it again, and then had to, of course, go out to lunch and dissect about everything that happened within the movie. So Endgame was a very bittersweet movie. It's definitely in my top of one of my favorite movies of all time. I laughed through the whole thing. I cried tremendously throughout the whole movie as well. It's bittersweet if you haven't seen it, because it's part of the last of the Phase 3 of the Marvel movies. And then following with Phase 4 is Spider-Man Far From Home, which I got to see and was another really great movie. Spider-Man is not personally one of my favorite characters, but I really do enjoy those movies as well. Even though it was very sad to say goodbye to Iron Man and Captain America, I'm really excited to see what's going to be happening next, especially with the upcoming Black Widow movie, who is one of my favorites, coming up in May of next year, hopefully. And there's lots more other Marvel movies that are going to be coming soon. So I'm very excited to see what's going to be happening next and start reading more of the comics and really getting into all the awesome, fun stories that Marvel has in their universe.